So let's bring the roll in here. The man himself who's going to join us first, our first live guest, Pork Roll, coming out of Suncoast, man. I'm heading to Florida here tomorrow. First of all, check out this setup.
Yeah.
I think we just got big time, Repeato. What are you doing here?
Over there.
What are you doing?
Well, nobody told me to wear blue, by the way, so I'm kind of upset about that because
you got your badass black on. You got your great setup back there. So first and foremost, what's this setup, bro? What are you podcasting? What are you doing with all this?
Yeah, I have a little thing that I do, fitness Instagram that I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, give us the sound off, right? Name.
I also have to say quickly, there's no such thing as Taylor Ham. That's
I know.
That's
listen, trust me.
I was going to say, I think I've heard this story before from the Big Cat, but I needed a refresher, and maybe the audience does as well. Like I see Taylor ham and egg on a bagel at a shop, or
it's pork roll.
Same pork
thing.
roll.
It's a myth.
So what are we talking about here?
It is New Jersey's meat product, just like
Signature
Philadelphia has scrapple and
breakfast
spam has, or Hawaii has spam. It's New Jersey signature.
Every region
meat.
has its signature meat, right? So where in and around our parts, James, there's plenty of people that want sort of a country ham biscuit, right? Love you good country ham biscuit. Meat helmets in the green room saying meat product is, a great FNG name, which it 100%.
I was going to say, please welcome FNG, North American meat product.
Let me explain what I think pork roll is and why I think everyone should like and embrace it. It has the qualities of that country ham that you so like.
Yeah.
That saltiness.
Yeah.
But then it's got the amazing texture, if done properly, of a thin sliced sausage, but almost like a fried bologna. So the more you fry, it gets this crispy edge to it. Pork roll, egg, and cheese on a Kaiser salt, pepper, ketchup. I mean, bro, it's where
you
it's
must
at.
have been to New Jersey because you described
my family's from New Jersey. My wife's from Philadelphia. So we're pork roll or bus people. We have it all the time. I mean, you can't eat it all the time. My doctor would tell your cholesterol. I had a physical yesterday.
It's fine.
Lower numbers a little high. I'm like, back off. James, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to NYBD3. We're going to get you pork roll, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup on a Kaiser, and you'll be good to go. Okay?
I'm down with that, but I'm pretty sure NYBD3 calls it a Taylor ham.
They do, but that means they're from northern New Jersey.
It just means they're wrong.
Well, there's always that too. So the guys in Princeton, Scar you and all you guys watching, they're probably Taylor ham guys. The Philly guys,
probably.
C-SPAN will tell you when he was in Philly, he knows what's up. So anyways, that's been this geographic reference to salted meats.
I could sit here and talk salted cured meats all day. But,
obviously with a man like Pork Roll, we could. Why did they name you that?
Because I'm from New Jersey, and that was just a reference that got thrown out at
I probably would have called you Gabagool if it was up to me, but we'll take it.
I should be called Scrapple because I'm from the Philly area, but that's
we got a bada bing. Scrapple, it's got the word crap in it, so I've always stayed away from it. That's one way to look at it.
Scrapple.
All right, check this out. Roll. We saw you on the F3 Slack machine. Come on. Liver mush only drop thrill. You and Ma Bell and your liver mush.
A little fried liver mush with some mustard on a Hawaiian roll is.
Yeah, got that fried potatoes mustard.
Yeah, put mustard on my biscuit.
All right, Roll. We saw you post about doing this 4x4x48 with your girlfriend. So first of all, tell us your F3 story. How long you been doing it, right? Give us your F3 bio.
Yeah, moved down to the Suncoast region back in June of 22. Bing, who he recruited me on Facebook. I was looking for a martial arts group, and this is even before I moved. This was probably back in February of 22. And he said, you don't need a martial arts group. I had a dad's group in New Jersey. You don't need to start a dad's group. We got a group for you when you come on down.
Yeah.
So it came down late June. August the 8th of 22 is my anniversary.
Nice.
It was a Saturday. We do 7 o'clock here on Saturday. And when they told me it was at 5:15 every other day, I said, yeah, okay, sure. And then that very Monday I was out, and it's basically I've been going ever since. And I show up at least 5 days a week, if not more. We have 6 days a week here. I couldn't even tell you how many AOs down here in Suncoast. And it's amazing. I F3 is now turned into I think you guys talked about me on your podcast once before. I have a sticker about this bigger than you can imagine on the back of my car.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, that's you. I remember that thing.
You're the psycho.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Well, listen, what part of always be branding don't you understand? You got to let them know, man. So exactly. to go from that to going after the 4x4x48, 4 miles every hour.
Every 4 hours.
4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. What
it.
made you want to do it? And I know there's a special why behind the reasoning and for what you guys were trying to accomplish. So just tell us a little bit about it.
So in August of 22, one of our packs, Cotter, introduced me to Andy Frisella's 75 Hard. Told my girlfriend about it on a Thursday, and she said, "Hey, we should do that. Let's start Monday." And that's how she operates. And I said, and I kind of told her because I kind of knew she would push us to do it. She's awesome like that. And so we started 75 Hard. One of the books that she ended up reading in 75 Hard was David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me.
Yeah.
That's where she learned about the 4x4x48 and said, "Hey, we should do this." And I said, "I think you're right." And so another PAX down here, Sonic Boom. He is part of an organization called The Long Walk Home. It supports veteran suicide.
Yeah.
And so that is the organization that we raised money for.
Awesome.
And decided that in March, just about a week ago now, it was time to do it. And so that's what we did.
I'm racking my pick up the six brain because I think we had the Long Walk Home guy on our show.
That sounds familiar. Where did you do the event? What was the route or what was the loop?
Yeah, so we read a lot about it, and we kind of figured that the best thing to do was just find a 4 mile loop right out the front door. So that Saturday we did all of our food prep. We knew that if we didn't plan,
you got to have all that ready, right? For that kind of
has to be done. It has to be done. If you do not, it's so cliche, but if you plan to fail, then you're failing to plan. So we had all the food done. The only thing we didn't do was like we made the burgers and we had the steaks and the chicken all prepped. And then when we got back, we grilled those up. But all the rice had been cooked, all the vegetables had been cooked, all that had been done. And then I had just a 2 mile where I live down here in Suncoast is gorgeous. I have some trails like an 1/8 of a mile from my house. Walked out there to the trails, 2 miles out, 2 miles back. And then at nighttime, she'll get mad at me for saying this, but she was kind of scared of the trails because of the gators. And
it's a good reason. It's a good reason. Make you run faster.
So, so we ended up just going, there's so many routes around here. We just would look at my watch and we would go 2 miles out and then 2 miles back. On the 10th one, we had some thunderstorms. So we went a little bit faster during the 10th round. But yeah, we covered pretty much my entire neighborhood. There was not a place that we didn't go.
Yeah.
So.
Outstanding. Ron Zaleski is the guy who founded the Long Walk Home that we knew, but could be separate entities. Either way. What did you learn about yourself through that process? And then maybe you guys doing it together. It's a cool shared experience.
So that is one of the things that I learned is that, and F3 already teaches you this, right? Like you don't leave your six behind and you don't leave anybody where you found them, but accountability partners are huge. And she was huge during this process. I would have definitely slept through one of the alarms if she wasn't here, didn't even hear it. She woke me up for that one. And then we ended up setting 2 alarms. So, having an accountability partner, enormous. Same thing with 75 Hard, having her as an accountability partner is huge. Perseverance, right? Like there's so many times that you just don't want to get out of bed, but you swing your legs over, rub the sleep from your eyes, and you get out there. How many also things in our life do we not do because we're tired, right? And with this, you don't have that choice, and you realize that you're tired. Like on the 11th leg, I was basically sleepwalking and almost hallucinating. On the 12th leg, she was hallucinating, but you can do it. You can push through. If you have this goal, if you have everything planned out and you know exactly what it is that you have to do, you can get it done. And if you need to sleep the next day, then you sleep the next day. But it taught me that perseverance is really, you put your head down and you get it done. So
you said girlfriend. Sounds like a good woman there, bro.
She is an amazing.
I want to hold on to that one.
She's the best. There's no doubt. I will be holding on to that one.
Good man.
Shout out to Devin.
Absolutely. That is our man Pork Roll out of the Suncoast. Just finished up the 4x4x48.
Can I mention 2 quick things?
Please. Yeah, I was going to say, what's next and what else?
Yeah, so down here in Suncoast, we have a convergence coming up. We hope to have 100 packs or more, and it's at the Bradenton Riverwalk.
Suncoast anniversary coming up, right?
Yep, that'll be the seventh anniversary.
Nice.
And then on April the 27th, we have a huge rucking event on Anna Marie Island called Mysterio. It's our third installment. I actually ran it last year, and I'm running it again this year. It's more than just a ruck. It's also kind of like an escape room, if you will. So that's a whole lot of fun. And those are my two big announcements for Suncoast.
You get to wear a luchador mask like Rey
Mysterio.
So on the first ruck, it wasn't actually called Mysterio, and then they found an action figure of Mysterio, and that's how it became. That's why it is called Mysterio. So yes,
this is what I love about F3 guys.
Is a part of it.
Sometimes it's like, oh, it's got to be this big, intricate, drawn-out story. It's like, nah, we just literally found an action figure and just named it after that.
Exactly.
All right,
Yes.
well,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Right.
Good stuff.
That's
bro.
awesome.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Good to connect with you, bud.
Man, good stuff. Pork roll out of the Suncoast, setting big goals, making things happen.
The 4x4 I've seen guys do that or read about it, right? Feels like it's doable, right?
Yeah, I think the biggest issue you're going to run
planning.
to, just the fatigue element, because you can only get so much rest and you're not getting a continuous block of rest. But it's just, you got 2 full days to set aside, and then you get those 4 miles in every 4 hours. Yeah, for sure. I think it just takes a lot of planning. I think it's easy to get far enough into it and then just, I'm tired or whatever. We'll skip out. So I think it's just the duration of it, I think, is what makes it such a challenge too. You're going to do something for 2 days. That's going to be your sole focus pretty much for 2 days.
It's interesting. I feel like I'm seeing so many things like this of people pushing themselves beyond sort of, not just the norm or the beyond belief, but like there was the girl, Jasmine something. She just completed the Barkley Marathons, the first female to do it. And then I saw another guy get tweeted out today. He's been averaging more than a marathon.
Yeah. So this guy's from Team RWB, Team Red, White, and Blue, and his goal was to run across the country in a certain amount of time. They had to adjust a little bit. They were going to do 75 miles a day, right? Same guy.
This guy go ahead.
Same guy, 75 miles a day.
This is a different guy. This is a guy that's running across like Africa from the bottom to the top.
Whoa. That's pretty far.
Yeah. It's also like, probably 60, 80 degree temperature swings in some regions during the day.
Life has only gotten more comfortable. You're only going to have to go seek more discomfort. Right. Now, in doing so, when inevitably the discomfort comes, which trust me, friends, it will. Right. And when you least expect it, maybe you'll be a little more prepared for it.
Yeah.
Right. That's why it's why number 3 is held outdoors, rain or shine, hot or cold. Right. It's comfortable in the gym, man. It's plenty comfortable in there. It's comfortable on the Peloton bike.
Right.
But when it's raining or when it's going sideways and when it's 104 and you got to hydrate properly to take care of yourself, else you'll get in a bad way, then what are you going to do? And oh, by the way, when you're thrust into a uncomfortable situation, thank God I've been training.
Right.
The times it matters.
The times it matters most. Environmentals are not.
You get it. You get it.